Is England performing better than you expected? Worse than you expected? What is your impression so far after 2 games?
Yeah, we have to accept that. Let's talk about today. We didn't press the ball with enough intensity, and we kept conceding possession too cheaply. And when you do those two things, it's hard to have control in the game. So it led to an anxious performance the longer the game went on, and we understand that that's got to be better if we want to progress to the stages of the tournament that everybody's expecting and delivering what we need to deliver.
Next question, here up front, second row.
Hello, Gareth. Sam Wallace from The Telegraph. You very rarely take Harry Kane off. I think it was Hungary in a World Cup qualifier was the last time you did when you need a goal. Is he fit at the moment?
Well, we just felt the whole front line put a lot of work into the game the other day. He's only had 190 minutes in the last 5 or 6 weeks, so the other night took a lot out of him. I mean, we could have stayed with it, but we thought to get speed in the front line at that moment, to get energy, to be able to press was important. So yeah, that was the decision we took with all of the substitutes, basically.
Thank you. I have a question over there.
Pierre from L'Equipe. If we compare to the game to the Serbia, Kane dropped more and Foden play more centrally. So did you give them both more freedom for this game?
Yeah, we played more with the 10 today, and that meant that when Kane was coming low, we had players running past him, a little bit more in contact with him. We also pressed slightly differently, which meant that Foden was starting a little bit more in field. But our press wasn't intense enough, and it meant that our backline had a problem with the players dropping either side of our pivots. So that's something that has to be better. We know with the profile of players that we've got, we don't feel the way to press is really high up the pitch. Don't think that's the physical level of the team at the moment either. But we've got to find a way of being more compact and more difficult to play against than we've found in the last 3 halves of football.
Another question over here before. Thanks.
Hi, Gareth. Oliver Kane from The Athletic. How do you feel the setup has worked and the personnel has worked over the last 2 games? And is it inevitable there'll be changes for game 3 anyway? And what will sort of dictate those changes?
Yeah, we need to look. Clearly, we're disappointed with the level of the 2 performances we've had. So we've got to go and analyse that in depth and find some solutions to addressing the issues that we have. And yeah, over the next few days, we'll spend a lot of time doing that. We know the level has to be higher. We know the level can be higher. Maybe the biggest thing is we have to accept the environment that we're in and the expectations that are around us. And we're going to have to walk towards that challenge. At the moment, we're falling a little bit short of that. Ultimately, that's my responsibility. I'm the manager. And I've got to guide this group in the best way possible to achieve extraordinary things. You have to go through some difficult moments. Today was a difficult moment without a doubt, towards the end of the game especially. But England have never won back-to-back qualification matches, I was told yesterday. So there's a reason for that. And we hoped to write a different story today. We haven't managed that. We understand what that will mean for the next few days, but we have to stay calm inside the group and find good solutions to improving.
Hi, Gareth. Mike Keegan from the Daily Mail. Just wanted to get your thoughts on the pitch tonight. It seemed to be cutting up really badly. Is that a surprise to come and encounter something like that at a major tournament, and did it impact on the way your team could play tonight?
Well, look, firstly, we can't be making any excuses for the level of the performance. So we have to accept responsibility. We noticed this pitch did cut up the other day in the game we were watching the other day. I think it was Belgium played here. What I would say is, I've been a defender. When you play on a pitch like that, it puts you on edge because you're not quite sure of your footing and you're not quite sure when one moment, one slip could cost the team. But as I said, we've got to look beyond that for the reasons for our performance.